sister islands are those gems, the lovely grenadines upon their seas and gold and sun, the sunshine ever beam. Not here the future brings, our faith will see us through. May peace reign from shore to shore, and God bless and keep us true.
Give yourself a round of applause. They say you ain't supposed to clap for the national anthem, but I want you to give yourself a round of applause. One thing about Labour people, we are patriotic and respectful, and you showed full respect to the national anthem. Prime Minister, leader of the Unity Labour Party, and parliamentary representative of North Central Windward, other candidates of the Unity Labour Party, the constituents of North Central Windward, comrades and supporters of the Unity Labour Party, good night. You know, my clarion call at the beginning, I like to hear you say, Labour! I tell you, I get goosebumps when you say that. And I want you to say it again. Labour! I have a sense and a feeling that the Unity Labour Party is more energized than ever. And this 2020 general elections is going to be a classic one. But I ain't here to talk or give no speech. I only here to introduce the speakers. And so, let me welcome to give you the welcoming address, the chairman of the North Central Windward Constituency Council, Mr. Trevor Huggins.
Voting for Labour. Me and my neighbor, voting for Labour. Show me your voting finger.
Thank you very much, Mr. Master Ceremonies. Now, this is a massive crowd. This Whistle Stop and Red Lime is the biggest, well-organized in St. Vincent and Grenadines. And this, when I look at you, there are only young people here. And it's a clear indication that the young people are behind the ULP. Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Gonsalves, other ministers of government, let me welcome you to the best, most organized constituency in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I say it is the best because we have the 5-star general with us. And let me welcome you. Now, this is a young people election. And young people, especially the first-time voters, you have to be extremely careful because the NDP will try the utmost best to bribe you. They will put a $20 in your hand or $100 to entice you to vote for them. But be focused. Be focused. Another thing is that they will remove the pencil from the polling booth and put a pen. Because I gave somebody a ride, came this evening, and she said her daughter do not know how to vote. The daughter asked her if she can vote with a pen. She have to tell her daughter no. And the NEP have that strategy in place, that they will remove the pencil and put a pen. So we have to be extremely careful. Now, first-time voters, be focused and support the ULP, because this party is your party of the future. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Them politically done dead already. Now it's time for the burial. I say Labour platoon.
Thank you, Trevor.
Number 4. NDP coming like Disney cartoon. Why you so low the vibes?
Thank you, DJ. Now, thank you, Trevor. Trevor made a slight reference to it, but I want to really say what it is, and I want you to say it with me. Watch a crowd of people! I tell you, we are in the Prime Minister's constituency. We are in the constituency of the Comrade leader. We are in the constituency of the 5-star general. And tonight, there is a special presentation that is going to be made. Prime Minister, they have something special for you. Ladies, come on stage and let's make this presentation.
Good evening, comrades of Labour. Mr. Prime Minister, on behalf of the people of North Central Windward, I want to present you with a small token of our appreciation, presented by Prunella de Freitas of South Rivers, a political stalwart. This crown is representative of your legacy, which will precede your name for many years after you have retired as Prime Minister of this blessed nation. You have given your literal blood, sweat, and tears for your people. 26 years in the political arena and over 50 years of political activism. We cannot begin to thank you for your years of passionate representation and selflessness. You have ensured that our little 4x4 box is consistently recognized globally. North Central Windward, and by extension the people of SVG, sincerely thank you.
Say ULP, sing for always. That's the way it should be. Say ULP, sing together naturally.
We got to crown the general.
I had a dream, I had an awesome dream. Labour was in the park, couldn't find a room to walk. Among the crowd was a sea of red. From behind the podium, the comrade chant a song. Say ULP, say for always. That's the way it should be. Say ULP, sing together naturally. 2001, that's when it all began. And if we say we couldn't win, they say we didn't stand a chance. Still we prevailed against all odds. But when they shout one tongue, Papa, they make the fire get hotter and hotter. Say ULP, say for always. That's the way it should be. Say ULP, say together Forward ever now, we're not turning back. It's 5 in a row, and deep be flop.
Let's hear it, Comrade.
She's on the rise, with Ralphie at the top.
Thank you, DJ.
Ralphie at the flag.
The Prime Minister has a saying that if you want to be involved in this thing called politics, you have to have love for the people. And what you saw here tonight is love for our Honorable Prime Minister and his own love for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and his constituency. Comrades, it's a long night. We have a lot of speakers to go. And so I want to have them flowing. Our first speaker for the candidates in the 2020 general election is someone. No, hold on, man. Hold on. You're going to get him a little later. Hold on. We have a program, we have an order. Our first speaker is someone I consider a comrade and a friend. He is going to take home the seat of South Windward once again. My comrade, my friend, the humble African.
Where's my DJ? Come down, DJ. Come down, Father. Come down. Let me see the hands in there. Let me see the flags in there.
I'm on this land.
Good night, comrades and friends of labor.
My desire.
Let me hear shout 5 in a row. Put your hands in there. And we say 5 in a row.
No matter what you do.
Thank you very much, comrades. What a crowd of people! It looked like the whole of St. Vincent and the Grenadines here tonight. We have to be here because we have to be strong. We have to send a positive message to the NDP that we are putting them out of office for a 5th term. And all of us in every single constituency, we are encouraged to do that. Comrades and friends, I'm happy to be here with you tonight at this very important rally as we crown the 5-star general. Put your hands together for the 5-star general of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The Prime Minister who have led this country with positive programs and policies over the last 19 years, and we are going to do so again come 2020 after the elections when we are returned to a 5th term in office, because all of you are going to vote for the Unity Labour Party.
I can give you more now.
Look at some of the policies that this Unity Labour Party brought to office when we got in 2001. The YES program that many of you here, the young people in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, have been beneficiaries of. You have to thank this Unity Labour Party and the government of Taiwan who has sponsored that program over the last 19 years. If you vote the NDP, that program is dead and dead forever. Let us talk about our young students who are studying in Taiwan. I've seen from my own constituency that a number of the students who are in Taiwan are sending messages to their relatives and families and to say to you, please vote the Unity Labour Party, because we will be uncertain of our education, our university education, if, and I say if, But I know that the NDP will not be elected to government in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. We are too much of a smart and intelligent people. We have voted this Unity Labour Party into office since 2001. We gave the majority of votes in 1998. And we will continue to do so for the development and for the further advancement of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Under the distinguished leadership. Comrades, it's going to be a long night. There are going to be many speeches. I want to say to us, those of you who have just turned 18 and we are in the special registration period, please go out to the registration centers and register, because you have to vote on November the 5th, not December the 5th. Don't make them trick you. They're telling you election is on December the 5th. But we know, the Unity Labour Party supporters know that the elections are on the when? November the 5th, 2020. And that is the day when we will continue to vote and support the Unity Labour Party here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Come out and vote. Come out and vote. Come out and vote.
We have had strong leadership over the last 19 to 20 years. You think we could come, St. Vincent could come to say that a young boy who don't even know the era where he's living in, he could come up against the Comrade Ralph? You think a young lady who don't even know her own name could come up against Comrade Daniel? Down in South Windward, in my own constituency, a man went to talk on a platform one night and they asked him, what's your name? He said, my name is Noel Jackson Dixon. Noel Jackson Dixon. They're having a meeting tonight in Bible. Over the last 4 weeks, some guy by the name of Sylvan been bringing t-shirts and sharing our t-shirts. And they have not invited Noel Dixon to one of their meetings. But I see they put up a poster this evening with Noel and somebody called Friday. But we will not be voting on a Friday, we're voting on a Thursday.
Them no inna my leg, no inna my leg. Them I put a little bit of money and weed no reason.
And so, after the Thursday night, we will be celebrating Friday and for the rest of the week and for the rest of the month, because this Unity Labour Party is a strong party and the only party for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Good night. I love you, Georgetown. I love St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Bless up. Love you.
Let's hear it for the humble African. South Windward in the house.
We coming in stronger than ever.
Stronger than ever. Our next speaker, I don't think he knows that I have a special love for him. The people, hold on, I want you to listen to me. The people over the river have been getting a lot of licks lately. There are some people saying all kind of nasty things about them. I want to tell you today, my grandmother, Beryl Roberts Niliger, was a Carib. And I am proud to say I am of Carib descent. So when I hear them saying all the nastiness that they say, and writing all the nastiness they write on Facebook, it affects me too. And I could tell you my grandmother was a good and decent woman. Good and decent woman. And imagine they have family of the candidate up there for the other side joining in and saying them things. But I can assure you that our next speaker, we calling him now, not just the Carib Chief, but the Iron Man, not Windward. Put your hands together and welcome my brother, the Honorable Montgomery Daniel.
Comrades of Labour, North Windward, the Iron Man is here. The Iron Man is with you. We have been together in 2001. We have been together in 2005. We have been together in 2010. We have been together in 2015. And 2020 is the Iron Man again.
One more for Montgomery. One more. One more for Montgomery. One more. One more for Montgomery.
Comrades, I want to say to you, North Windward is not for sale. North Windward is not for sale. The NDP has a strategy right now in this constituency. Unbelievable. One or two individuals have already shown to me that they are getting T-shirts with $500 wrapped and given to these individuals. A lady who got $500, they knock on her door. They said, well, I'm coming for you on election day. The lady said, what? Coming for me to do what? The lady said, look inside and look. It's Montgomery Daniel picture right there. So you know what that means? It's labor and labor and labor again. But they have a strategy. They have a strategy. I'm going to tell you tonight. There presently is a justice of peace who are signing forms. There is a justice of peace who are signing forms in the constituency of people who have been living out of the constituency for years. And they are bringing them into the constituency of North Windward. Is that the way you want to win the elections? Well, comrade, we have been alive for 19 and a half years, going 20 years. And we would not allow that to happen. We would never allow that to happen. And so, comrades, I want you to stand firm because North Windward is strong again for Labour in 2020. I want to say to you, you have had someone who have offered full representation within the last 19 and a half years. you would have had sound representation. And I will continue to give the best of representation to you in the next 5 years. We have been on a journey so far. And I do not want to leave behind any unfinished task. And so, I'm saying to you, Labour, ULP has offered good representation, good governance in this country. What I would have done for the past 19 and a half years is history of my own record on what I have stood for. And next week, on Monday, we are going to officially open roads in Orange Hill that has been done under this government. Orange Hill has had some paved roads in the last couple of weeks, and we're going to reopen those roads. On Monday as well, we are going to break ground in Sandy Bay for the Sandy Bay Secondary School. That is work that we have that is being offered to you. And next week, Friday, we are going to have an official groundbreaking ceremony in Langley Park to offer a playing field for the youths in Langley Park and for the whole area.
And I'm far from finished work, and I can't believe it.
Comrades, this government have been working on your behalf. We have not been offering empty promises. And so, I want to ask of you to go out and vote again for the ULP government come November the 5th and not December the 5th. I'm asking you to go out and vote solidly, because we want in this country to continue with good governance and strong representation for the people in this country. I know in the constituency of North Windward, it is said that you have given a breath of fresh air on the other side. But I can say to you, if it's only a breath of fresh air for 5 years, you have a sad story. You have a sad story. And so, I want you to go out and vote solidly for ULP so that progress could continue in this country. Comrades, thank you very much. Good night, and God bless you. Thank you.
The Iron Man, the Carib Chief, North Windward, you're gonna bring it home for him again? I want to tell you, I have had the honor of serving as the Prime Minister's Press Secretary for 12 years and 8 months. And during that time, I had the honor and privilege of sitting in the cabinet. They say you ain't supposed to talk cabinet business, but I can tell you this, I don't think the PM would mind. You see, Montgomery Daniel, the Prime Minister has a special love and respect for him. I can tell you that. And so you have to make sure, North Windward, that you return him again in 2020 to give you the representation that you need in the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I have been making this statement over and over again, and I will make it tonight. as we introduce our first artist for the night. We unofficially started with Skinny Fabulous. And I have said, when the major artists in a country all line up behind a political party, that sends a message. That sends a clear and strong message. And they ain't singing dotishness. Ain't no dotish song they're singing. All the songs they're singing have a message, have class, and good lyrics. And our first artist for tonight, she has been doing this for a while. Chanel, you there? I ain't seeing her. But she has been doing this for a while. She has done songs over the years in tribute to this great political party called the Unity Labour Party. I don't know if she's late tonight, Chanel. It would appear that perhaps she's a little late tonight. But we ain't sticking. We're going to move right along. But before I call the next speaker, I want you to listen to a voice note that was sent to me last night by one of your very own. I consider to be one of the most intelligent young women to come out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines for a very long time. She is an island scholar, and she's studying an area that is very rare. You all know Kayla Barrett? DJ?
I am Kayla Barrett, graduate of the Georgetown Government School and the 2015 National Scholar. Having received a 5-year national scholarship after graduating from the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College, I was able to pursue a bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. Now, in 2020, I can proudly say that I am an aerospace engineer, and I'm currently pursuing a PhD in structural optimization of aerospace structures. If it weren't for the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, under the leadership of Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to further my education and represent my country in the aerospace industry. Dr. Gonsalves and the Unity Labour Party have always prioritized education and have granted many students, like myself, a chance to realize their career goals. So thank you, Dr. Gonsalves and the ULP, for continuing to invest in us, the future of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I see the Prime Minister is getting a little emotional. And I want to tell you, I am a little emotional too. We didn't ask Kayla to do that. Her mother contacted me last night and she said, Kayla wants to make a contribution to this campaign. She said she wants to send a message to the young people of this country about this Unity Labour Party administration.
I'm impressed every day of my life. I'm impressed when I wake up in the morning and I see what ULP doing every day of my life. I'm impressed.
We didn't beg her to do this. She volunteered. And when she sent that voice note, like the Prime Minister, I felt emotional. Because as I said, in my humble opinion, this young woman here from in Georgetown is one of the most intelligent young women to have come out of this country for a long time. And she is firmly behind the Unity Labour Party and our comrade, our 5-star general, your representative.
100% loan.
But the night must go on. We're going to play it again. Hold on, hold on now, hold on. Hold on now, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me introduce the next speaker. Hold on. Sometimes I walk into town and hear them. Caesar, Mr. Caesar. I have said it before. I don't really give way to many people, but I think he better looking than me. So when they say Caesar, I just feel a little nice. And I always like the bullock thing, and I had a bullock. Comrades, I want you to shout and welcome from South Central Windward, the Honorable Saboto Caesar.
I'm alive.
North Central Windward, let me hear you. ULP, let me see your hands in the air as we work to lift SVG higher, higher and higher. The ULP is alive and doing well, and that is why we are going to win in 2020 bigger than we ever won before. This is a party of love. This is a party of unity. And a party that is going to take SVG forward. Let me see your hands in the air, comrades. You have to start the celebration now. We are alive. Comrades, when I say labor, you say power. Labor, labor, labor. There is an energy flowing through this country. And it is an energy for the Unity Labour Party. And it is that energy that will give us the 5th term on November the 5th. And I want every single man over the age of 18 to head to the polls and vote for the Unity Labour Party.
We're coming in stronger than ever. We're coming in.
Comrades, when somebody is talking to you, you might not remember every single word they tell you. But you must remember certain things. If you want faith, trust, and confidence in any political party, you have to look towards the ULP and Comrade Ralph. When you voted for the ULP in 2001 and 2005, and you saw it appeared in the manifesto that this government was going to build an Argyle International Airport, you had faith. You had faith in your party, and this party delivered and will continue to deliver for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Listen after blessing and not say you hold it back. What is for me? Oh yes, it will be. Me now go make things feel my joy, feel my joy, feel my joy.
There was a moment in our history as a people, and I believe that it will go down in the history of our country. as one of the darkest moments. It could have been worse when we heard the news about COVID-19 and the coronavirus. And let us all try to remember that weekend when man, woman, and children around the world were panicking. Thank God for Comrade Ralph and his patience and his calm. And he said to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, fear not, do not panic. And that is why we have so much confidence in the 5-term general, Comrade Ralph, and we will continue to vote for the Unity Labour Party.
So comrade, if you ask me,
You handle the pandemic well.
yes, comrade, ask anybody.
You handle the pandemic well.
And what could have been the darkest moment? Thank Almighty God for the wisdom of Comrade Ralph working together with his team. We have brought ourselves together and we continue to celebrate the progress. When I look at the thousands of persons here tonight, I recognize the vast majority of young people. And you are here tonight to say thank you to Comrade Ralph for the hard work that he has done over the years and will continue to do, because St. Vincent and the Grenadines is now a better place for us going forward. And my sister here is saying, praise God for Ralph. And throughout the length and breadth of this country, persons are saying, praise God for Ralph and praise God for the Unity Labour Party. And that is why we are going to vote overwhelmingly. And we are going to sweep every single constituency.
Your love, it rings through every beat of my heart. That's why.
There are many farmers here tonight. And when we encountered the problems because of COVID-19 and the coronavirus, the Prime Minister said, we have to establish an internal market and we are going to buy all the produce from the farmers and pay them a good price and distribute love boxes. He said we are going to sell the fertilizer, not for the whole amount, but we are going to sell the fertilizer at half price. He also said if you're in fishing, apply for a fishing boat. And if you're young and you're in agriculture and you need help, go to the Farmers Support Company and take a loan. Thank God again for the Unity Labour Party.
We could make it if we try. Just a little harder.
While we say thanks here tonight, I want to leave you with this very important point. On the night of November the 4th, I want you to be singing in your head, one more night. One more night before the 5th term. One more night before the glorious victory of the Unity Labour Party. And we are going to celebrate the night of the 5th, the night of the 6th, because we are a party coming in stronger than ever. Comrades, I love you. South Central Windward, we are going to be victorious. Thank you very much, North Central Windward. I love you. Let's hear for Sammy!
ULP, everybody just help we. stand firm for the third term.
South Central Windward.
Yeah, ULP. Everybody just help we. Stand firm.
Thank you, DJ. You know, all you hold on, no, man. Hold on, no, man. I know all you love the young man. He handsome. He's a doctor. I want to tell all his wife they head on her, so cool out. Hold on. I will bring him just now. But before I bring him, my partner Sabi talked about how well we have handled COVID-19. I ain't plan to talk much about the other people tonight. But I remember one day listening to the radio, and I hear a man calling and say, he is about to make the most profound political statement of his career. And the man went on to say, about 50,000 Vincentians will get COVID, and about 2,000 Vincentians would die. And that man said that was the most profound political statement he was going to make. I leave you with that. I'm not even going to comment on it. I just leave you there with that. Except to say that we ain't had no deaths from COVID-19 in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we certainly haven't had 50,000 cases. But let me go on to the next speaker. It's like I don't even have to introduce him. Central Leeward! Let me... Central Leeward! Who is the next representative of your constituency? Orlando Brewster.
I was buried alive, but I'm still breathing. I don't know what tomorrow may bring.
Come on, comrades, let me hear you. Let me hear you.
I am alive.
Oh, Labour comrades, wave that flag tonight.
I was given one more chance. My heart still beating.
Young men and women of this nation, wave your flags tonight.
But I'm still breathing. I don't know what tomorrow may bring, but I got a feeling.
I got a feeling it's something good on November 5th.
I am alive. There must be a reason. I was given one more chance. My heart still beating.
Come on, comrades. Good night to all the comrades of Labour who turned out here tonight in your numbers to support a magnificent party. A party who has been doing well from the inception when it came to office in 2001. In 2005, this party continued with sound policies. In 2010, they continued the reins in government, pushing this nation forward. In 2015, they tested us and they tried us, especially in the constituency of Central Leeward. But I have a message tonight. Whoever the opponent is in Central Leeward, the Dr. Brewster is coming for you, and we're going to win bigger and better this time.
No matter what they say, it's never on the way. Boy, I'm not trading, not exchanging Labour Party. I'm voting not on back mistake.
I want to talk to the youths tonight. because you are the driving force behind this political party. And when I look out into this crowd, I am happy that a young man like myself could stand on this stage and represent you, the youths of this nation, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I want you to know that Orlando Randy Brewster has the youth's interest at heart, not only in this constituency, but in this nation of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Keep the fire burning, keep the fire burning, burn down with your vote on election day. And when you vote for your party, remember to vote ULP, burn them with the fire all the way.
Don't let them fool you. They're coming around and they're talking about jobs, jobs, jobs. But this is the only party who has a track record on giving employments to the youth of this nation. And we are going to continue our policy come November 5th, 2020, when we win at the polls. I am not looking for no 8-7. I want you, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the people of the Unity Labour Party, to go out and vote with vengeance this time. Because after this election, like Luther said, where are we going to send them? We're going to send them home. Labour comrades, I want to tell you on election day to make sure that you grab your auntie, your sister, your brother, your father, your mother, and we're going to go out in our numbers and we're going to vote.
We're voting with vengeance this time, political vengeance this time.
There are two books that I have in my house that I hold dearly to my heart. The first one is the Holy Bible. And the second one is my passport. Now, I don't want a party who has been saying over and over that the only way they can move this country forward is by selling passports. We must vote with vengeance to stop this nonsense of the New Democratic Party. Our citizenship is not for sale. You must cherish your citizenship. When I travel abroad and I hold my blue St. Vincent and the Grenadines passport, I am a proud young man. I don't want people from all different areas of the world to be carrying our passports. They're saying they're going to do background checks. But after they can't even check in their own backyard, how can they do background checks? Now this party, the Unity Labour Party, is a party of progress. You must remember this, comrades. This is a party who has been moving the nation forward in every aspect of our economy. In housing, this is the party of the housing revolution. Don't talk about education. This is the party of education revolution. Up the road, just over there, you have a modern medical diagnostic center, one of the best in the Caribbean. And you must show the NDP that we are not going to roll back any progress and gains made by the Unity Labour Party, but we're going to continue forward ever and backward never.
I applaud you, Mr. Prime Minister. applaud you for this new era. The revolution in education shows you building a new foundation. So let me applaud the ULP for a job well done here in this country.
Tonight we are in the constituency of North Central Windward. And as your representative, you have the Dr. the Honorable Ralph E. Gonsalves. He is an excellent leader. An excellent leader. We call him the world boss. We call him the 5-star general. And come November 5th, 2020, we are going to give the 5-star general his major package in the political arena. And that is sending him into retirement with a victory. So if you're with me tonight, comrades of labor, wave your flag as we celebrate the 5-star general of North Central and St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Them politically done dead already. Now it's time for the burial. I say labor platoon.
Comrade Ralph has worked hard. He has worked tirelessly. He's a man who loves people. And we must make sure that his name is written in the history books as one of the greatest leaders in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and across the Eastern Caribbean and the wider world. So before I leave you tonight, I want you to remember, please check to make sure you're registered. Check to make sure your name is on the voters list. And get up early on November 5th. And go down to the polls. And on the night when Central Leeward comes home, and North Leeward comes home, and South Leeward comes home, and we take in the Kingston seats too. And when we come up the road by West St. George and East St. George, we want them too. And I know on the Windward side is a clean sweep. But the only way this can happen is if we go out and we vote in our numbers and put an end to this new Democratic Party. We don't want them no more around here. Comrades of labor, I love you. I love you. I love you. Let us go out and make history with this Unity Labour Party. Thank you and good night.
Your love, it rings through every beat of my heart. That's why I hope you and I'll never part. Your love, it rings through every beat of my heart.
Labour family!
Yes, every beat of my heart.
This is a family of love. Let me hear you say, Labour! I love it. I believe the first time I heard this man speak was in 2015 as a youth convention. And I think I had powerful voice. But when I hear him talk, I say, mother walk. The man voice more powerful than mine. Let's hear it for Dr. Brewster. You have a fella, a former prime minister described him as a board of passage. Create a whole heap of confusion because he say he win one polling station by 6 votes, and apparently he thought that mean he win. I realize a lot of you from Central Leeward are here tonight. So I want to tell you, on November 5th, 2020, this time wrong, make sure he don't win one single polling station. You You have to ensure Dr. Brewster win each and every one. We winning again. This Unity Labour Party. I want to ask the artists if you all could go to the DJ and indicate that you're here. We're going to wait. Carlos Williams, welcome Carlos. North Leeward. You know North Leeward is a far away from here. And now that the brother is here, I don't think we could let him come from North Leeward and don't come to say a few words tonight. He was in Beckway. He come from Beckway, come back up here and reach Georgetown here and Camelo. That is dedication. That is discipline and hard work. North Leeward, comrades, welcome, Carlos James.
We are a chosen generation, called for to show His excellence. All I require,
comrades and friends,
all I require for life, God has given me.
North Central Windward.
We are a chosen generation.
We are a chosen generation.
Called for to show His excellence.
With a political leader.
All I require for life, God has given me. I
know who I am.
I know who God says I am.
I am Lama.
What He says I am. The way He says I am. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. Where He says I am. Where He says I am.
Comrades and friends, Labour family, those of you from Bay Road and Byra, and I have family in North Central, you know. Those of you in Connery, South Rivers, Chester, Park Hill. There's a special lady, Joy Gonsalves, who was living in Byra, now in Connery. She gave me a part of a rib, a beautiful young lady from this constituency. And I returned the blessing by giving her a beautiful baby girl as a granddaughter. And I want to tell you that I journeyed from North. Yes, countrywoman, real nice. I journeyed from North Leeward this morning. We went to Beckway with our good brother, Carlos Williams. Camilo and I went down to Beckway. And I thought it was very important for me to come to visit you, the people of North Central, with our political leader this evening. I was in Lower Bay earlier today. Some of the people who went on the boat, over 100 young comrades from North Leeward, they went into Port Elizabeth, Hamilton, and just as how I'm naming the communities in Beckway, and I am naming the communities in North Central, I want you to reverse it and see if the Beckway man could find Chester, could find Rosal, could find Park Hill, and this is the man they want to lead St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That will never happen. I came here personally to speak to you. I don't want to give the Comrade leader any more tributes than he has had in his life. And we don't want to eulogize him because he is still a strong lion with a broad back. But what I came here to say to you tonight is thank you to the people of North Central for giving us this great political leader and Prime Minister. Because if it wasn't for you, there will be no Ralph, there will be no ULP, and there will be no fifth term for this great mass political party. This man, from the bowels of this constituency, you have raised him, you have fed him, you have treated him as your own, as he is. And you have loaned him to us, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because every election, he spends less time here because he has to be with me in North Leeward. He has to be with our Comrade Brewster in South Central, in Central Leeward. He has to be with Minnie in South Leeward. All the way up. He is our champion. He is our leader. And we are thanking you for loaning this great man to us.
When we look at where we're coming from and where we are today, yes, we gotta say thank you, thank you.
So I know when the comrades in Park Hill, they don't see Comrade Ralph. They understand he has important national duties across the rest of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to bring all of the seeds home to Labour. This election is an important one to you, the people of North Central. I do not know, but it might be the very last term for Comrade as a political leader and Prime Minister. But if it is, we owe it to you to bring the rest seats home to the Unity Labour Party. We owe it to you to give him a comfortable margin so he can spend more time with you here in North Central. He is the father of the education revolution, the father of our housing revolution. He is the man that has carried St. Vincent on his back for nearly 20 years, unquestionably the greatest political leader we have ever seen in this country. And when there is an issue of grave importance, you see all the other political leaders and prime ministers, you know, they are bad a yard. But any issue that comes to CARICOM, the first man they have on speed dial is Ralph. That shows you the type of leadership you have in a representative and the type of leadership we have in a prime minister. That's the man we want to vote out of office. We, in this country, we have to understand how fortunate we are. These type of fellas, they come every few decades. We had Michael Manley, and I see fire. Luther and Chanel, they weren't back with me, they now come in. We have very few leaders like Ralph that existed. You had Michael Manley, you had Barrow in Barbados, you had Eric Williams and Manning in Trinidad, and in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, we have Comrade Ralph. Them champion, they don't ban every day. And that is why we have to embrace him. We have to support him as a political leader, the Prime Minister. Let us ring the bell. Let us ring the bell now. North Central, prepare yourself. Just like in North Leeward, after nomination day, Luther wasn't back with me today. And fireman, you're coming on just now. I'm wrapping up. Yes, we win and back on the boat. And I want to bring the political leader. Are you coming just now?
When you coming strong, I have to say, Labour people!
Or the answer.
Boy, I have a song to send the NDP man. Everybody, tell them Labour Holy Week. Oh God,
No, ladies, you know I had to represent for the ladies. So let me see the Red Army. Hey, come shot fire party.
Well, listen. You get a taste of what is to come. And I am going to end by saying simply this. Nomination day, you come out and you greet your political leader and representative. But after nomination day, he leaves you here in North Central. He journeys across the length and breadth of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I'm appealing to those who are listening on radio, viewing on social media. On November 5th, there can only be one choice. There can only be one choice. And that choice is the Unity Labour Party and the Comrade Ralph as political leader and Prime Minister. North Central, I want to thank you for giving us to him. I want to thank you for holding the faith and the holding North Central, North Windward, and South Windward, and South Central Windward strong. We are going and we are taking North Leeward. We are retaining Central Leeward. Minnie is coming for South Leeward. And in the Kingston, we have Debbie and we have Suddy, and Luke is going to run it home for Labour. Comrades, I love you. God bless.
We're coming in stronger than ever. We're coming in stronger than ever. I said 5 in a row. Everybody start jumping to
Labour people, we having a good night? Well, let me hear you say Labour. You know, the song of that just give me some goosebumps and things. It has made me feel good. So say it again for me. Labour.
Let me see some red rock. Let me see some red flag.
Comrades, what a wonderful night. I don't think those who are watching on the live have any idea, any clue of what the crowd here looks like. Listen to me. From where I am standing here, I see people all back down by the bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines down there. And up so, I see people all up past the police station. I wonder if we could do a wave. Only let me try a wave now. Those of you down the end, after 3, let me see you wave your hand and we coming right up. 1, 2, 3.
Mitchell come back to bury NDP. He come back to bury his party. Mitchell come back to bury NDP. He come back to bury his party.
Oh, let's see the white t-shirt them. Oh, let's see the white t-shirt them. The wrong order. Hold on. Labour is ready and ready. We not confused about the color of this political party. Labour is ready and ready. Comrades, I know you have been waiting for the next speaker. I saw him got a little teary-eyed earlier. I don't want to do it to him, but before he comes though, I want us to play that clip from Kayla Barrett once again. And the Prime Minister said gums because she mommy is a gums. So Kayla Barrett gums. DJ, I want us to relax a bit before the comrade come. Play that clip for me one more time. Apparently DJ Blaze was the one who had the clip and he's gone. He had it on his phone, unfortunately. Nevertheless, I said earlier, I spent 12 years and 8 months as the press secretary, and part of my job was introducing our next speaker. In North Central Windward, though, I think he needs no introduction. We call him Comrade. We call him the 5-star general. We call him Prime Minister. But his mother christened him Ralph Everett Gonsalves. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades, are you ready for your political leader, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the greatest leader ever in this country, Dr. the Honorable Ralph E. Gonsalves.
Every labor man and every labor woman say, I'm a dopey conqueror, conqueror.
Good night,
so
Labour.
Show me a red Louis hot up them head now. Let me see who vote in Labour. Everybody show 4 finger. If you know Ralph is the best man, wave your red rock for the red man. Eustace him ready yet, just like the dead we ever ready get. If you think NDP dumb bad, everybody dance like the Comrade. 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 Everybody wave up your red rap. Red rap. Red rap. Red rap. Everybody wave up your red.
Comrades and friends of Labour, the constituents of North Central Windward, the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines across the length and breadth of all our islands, and those who are with us on the various social media platforms in the diaspora, and those who are listening on radio or viewing us in any other way. First, I want to thank the Constituency Council of the Unity Labour Party in North Central Windward for organizing today's event. I want especially to thank the Women's Arm and the Youth Arm of the Constituency Council of the Unity Labour Party in North Central Windward. The women and the youths did a magnificent job today in conjunction with others who are on the constituency council, including the chairman and his team. We have the largest crowd thus far in this campaign. And this gathering is as a consequence of a natural outpouring across the constituency and across the country to re-elect the Unity Labour Party.
Brighter days, giving thanks, giving thanks, giving thanks.
We in the Unity Labour Party, while we have the young people as a central focus, we never lose sight of the elderly. And you will notice, and I don't know if the social media platforms get it, but we have 2 tents to my right of this stage with seats specifically set aside for the elderly in the community.
Never lost my way, never turn fool when I reach at the crossroad. Never lost my way.
We want to make sure that they came here, to enjoy this gathering, this meeting, this rally. Normally, you wouldn't expect to find the elderly inside of the crowd, jamming up. They wouldn't be able to stand up that long. So what we have done, we have put them comfortably to sit. And I'm sure that they will stay there until the cultural artists come to perform. I want, in that vein, to emphasize that the Unity Labour Party is the party which lifts up the elderly in this country. The elderly are the fastest growing segment of the population. Between 2001 and 2012, those 2 census periods, the persons in this country 60 years of age and over, that they have increased in population by 1/3. The young people are still the largest segment of the population, but the largest increase is among the elderly. Our people are living longer, and they're living healthier, and they're working longer. And one of the things we have to make sure is that having worked very hard, we take care of them in their old age. And that is why, for example, we ensure that there is a safety net to protect them. When we came to office on public assistance, there was only a handful. They were suffering $50 a month. We have now 5,000 persons on public assistance, and close to 3,000 of them are the elderly. The rest are children from poor families who are going to secondary school and primary school, but particularly secondary school. And right now, they get, if you're over 65,
65 and over, you get $275. And if you are under 65, you get $275. $250, sorry. And as from January the 1st, I'm putting on 25 on both, so it would go to $275 and to $300 for the elderly.
Giving you the best of me. I'm giving you the best of me. I'm giving you the best of me.
We are making sure that we prepare well for them in their homes. There was a time when you are old, you either suffer in your home or they go to a place they call poor home. Not any longer. We have over 100 home helpers for the elderly. 112, the humble African tells me. We pay them every year over $1 million. And they take care of over 300 elderly persons in their homes. We make sure that we look out for them and we protect them and we lift them up because we love them and we thank them for what they have done for our country and for their families.
Don't worry about a thing. 'Cause every little thing gonna be alright.
And then, you know, we had the Lewis Burnett home. It got very old and the elements, storms and so on damaged it. And it used to pain my heart. And I made sure that we put aside over $3 million to take the old nursing hostel, expand it, put other rooms along it, put in all the proper modern facilities to accommodate the 80 or so elderly persons who are poor, who don't have the homes to go to, or their families prefer them to be there, and we take care of them very well there. I want to tell you how concerned I was about that facility. I was on the case of everybody who was involved in it, pushing them. The humble African will tell you that one day I walk out of the cabinet room and some public officials, when they were missing deadlines, I said, I don't want to hear anything more from you all. Until you all get this thing done and done properly, I am not wasting any more time talking to you all. Because if you have somebody who is old and suffering, you can't be delaying this thing. I put aside the money for you. Do the thing and get the thing done. And I thank them, of course, after they got it done. After they got it done, or when they were doing it, I thank them. I'm very happy to see that Camilo has come up from Beckway. Now, when I saw the design, I look at the perimeter of the compound. And I saw that they had, by the road, these kind of mesh wire like, where you can see through. I said, so wait, when the old people get up in the morning, they brush their teeth before they put on their own clothes. You mean to say they can't just stroll out in their pajama? And if they do that, you will be having prying eyes looking at them. I say, I want a wall. And I want the wall to be done nicely and high enough so that people couldn't peep in and see how the old people walking about in the yard. Because They are our loved ones. They are not birds in a cage to be looked upon.
You are so special.
But it's not only there. That facility is a transitional one. I am talking to 2 regional non-governmental organizations, and one of them has international links. And we are planning to build at the old site in Fairhall a state-of-the-art facility for old people, and I will do it over the next 5 years.
I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna love you.
And then in this community and in Cane Grove, we have a Golden Years Activity Center. You can take your grandfather, your grandmother, or your old mother or father while you're going to work. Leave them off there and pick them up afterwards, and they're well taken care of. We have a special bus to pick them up if they don't have transportation. That is labor love. That is labor love. I will tell you this. The NDP has been running the campaign now virtually for about 6 to 8 months. No person, front line, middle line, or back line of the NDP has ever made one single speech in relation to the elderly in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. They're not interested in old people. Well, you know, I know every one of you in front here. You have a mother and a father. You have a grandmother and a grandfather. And you know the problems, what comes with age, with people who get sick or anything like that. You can rely on the Comrade and the Unity Labour Party to take care of the elderly in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Just like you can rely on us to take care of the poor and the indigent, the dirt poor. And you're having less poor and dirt poor now than when we came to office. You know, I'm amazed that the NDP has so much shame to be talking about poverty in St. Vincent. When we came to office, 38% of the people of this country were classified as poor. But worse than that, 27% were classified as indigent, dirt poor. Can't keep body and soul together. As part of the social and economic transformation of this country, we set about to deal with poverty. We set about to deal with the indigent. And by 2009, poverty had reduced substantially, but more importantly, dirt poor had moved from 27% to under 3%. And when you look at the numbers in relation to undernourishment, in 1995, 22% of the population were undernourished. By 2012, less than 5%. Saboto and I were invited to Rome by the Food and Agricultural Organization, a body of the United Nations, on 2 occasions to receive awards for addressing poverty and for addressing undernourishment in this country. Labor love.
I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song. Feel good, feel good.
And you hear them talking about percentages in terms of unemployment. I'm telling you this. There are more than 12,000 persons, actual people, employed today in St. Vincent and the Grenadines than were employed in 2001 when we came to office. And the total population between 2001 and now increased by under 2,000 persons. It means, therefore, that the rate of persons getting jobs was 10,000 more than the increase in the population. Not dealing percentage, I'm dealing with real flesh and blood people so that you could understand that. We have an unemployment problem. But you can't solve an unemployment problem by just talking about it. We have shown that we have plans. And I will talk to you about some which we have done and what we are doing now. And young people, I'm saying to you, middle-aged persons who are able to work, be prepared for even more work in the hotels which we are building, for the operation of the hotels. These are not just fly-by-night things, you know. You ask Friday, what he going to do about jobs? Sell passport. You ask Friday what to do with agriculture? Sell passport. You ask Friday what to do about tourism? Sell passport. And when the old man asks him, so you don't have any policy other than selling passport? Bramble say, yes. We have a toll which you have to pay to come from Zion Hill to go to town. You hear me? We down at Peter's Hope, we have Black Sands. They have about 50 people working there now. They're finishing the 10 big villas. Then you come to Mount Twin. Camilo organized to borrow $50 million at a low interest rate to build a Marriott hotel there. All the work has already been done. And shortly, the construction of the Marriott would begin, and it will complete and be operational before the next election. In fact, it will take 2.5 years or thereabouts to build out. That's 250 rooms. And then Sandals bought Bookament, and they're putting up beaches there. They're investing over $100 million US. That's more jobs. That's more jobs. In fact, I understand that next week or the week after, the Sandals people are coming here to make a very detailed presentation. And then right now, up at where Royal Mill is, up at Ratto Mill, they have about 160 workers. They are building a hotel there with $60 million US. They bought and they fix up the Grand View Hotel. Right as I talk, in Canawan, there is the major hotel chain, Soho House, is building out there. All told, all of those hotels
will add about 12 to 1,300 rooms. And each of those rooms, you need at least 2.5 persons per room. So you're talking about over 3,000 people will be working at those hotels on an ongoing basis. And the farmers will sell food. And the fishermen will send fish, lobster, and conch. You hear me? You hear how we do it? Ask Friday where he's going to build. He can't tell you. What he's going to build, he can't tell you. Sell passport. James Mitchell said that this election is about the soul of the country. I agree with Mitchell. And Friday, Mitchell and the NDP want to sell the soul of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to foreigners by selling our sacraments of nationhood, the passport and citizenship. I will say this. I want to say this. Never will Vincentians, the children of Châteauguay, will allow our passport and allow our citizenship to be sold as if it's Edos and tomatoes and dasheen and sweet potato. No way.
I am the fireman, and I come with a fire plan to burn down all the hypocrites, because that is the Father's plan.
I tell you something, and I want the Chinese and the Europeans who are controlling the NDP campaign to hear me tonight, and hear me well. Between 1764 and 1795, for 31 years, Châteauguay and the Garfoon and the Kalinago fought the foreigners over the soul of this country. Châteauguay was defeated by superior arms. I will tell those foreigners this: we will fight to our death. We will never, ever sell our passport, our citizenship.
Bad-minded, some people bad-minded, bad-minded, some people bad-minded, bad.
It doesn't matter. I'm telling you this. You think that we in Labour will ever allow a thing like that to happen? Never. I tell you, the NDP campaign is controlled, paid for, and run by foreigners based in Switzerland and in Hong Kong, run by passport sellers. They hire the successors to SCL to try to steal up the minds of Vincentians. But I am telling them, if they put foot in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they will not leave here.
Oh, your bad mind, son. Glasses, boy, oh, your bad mind, son. And your friend, them, too. Carry news, boy, where the...
They could run the campaign from overseas. They could run it from overseas. But I tell you something. We have our intelligence, you know. We have our intelligence. I want to say this to you. You listen to a speech by Friday. The day after, I made mine on the dissolution of Parliament and the calling of the elections. Friday made a speech The speech was written for Friday by foreigners from overseas. Just like they had written one for Eustace when he took it out of the brown manila envelope on that fateful Saturday. That speech had absolutely nothing to do with St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The speech could have been written for people in Iowa running for state election, in Brussels, in Burkina Faso, in Ecuador, a lot of general bromides. I am telling you, Friday and his team have no creative juices in them. They're a bunch of mimic men and mimic women wanting to sell this country to the highest bidder in relation to the passport. Never will that happen. You hear me?
When I go to the can't sweep it room. They are like the trees that can't bloom, and they shall slowly fade away.
I want to tell them this. The man who you see standing in front of you, I'm an ancient warrior. I'm accustomed to all kinds of struggle. And I'm telling them, cut that foolishness out. And Leacock and Cummins and all of you, from tonight, I tell you, start that damn nonsense.
My background. Tell Friday. My background. Tell them what you say. My background. But I tell you this, I'm an ancient warrior. My background. Tell Major. My background. Don't cross the border. My background.
And I'm serving notice on all of them. All of them. You know, they're so imitative. They call their thing the Yellow Army. But Skinny had long time talked about the Labor Army of Red. They can't even come up with something original. And then you see them on the platform. They're wearing yellow, but the people wearing white. One color for the chiefs, another for the Indians. I will show you how the foreigners also run in their campaign and what they think of you. The job that I am campaigning for to continue to hold is the job of Prime Minister. When I come to you first for a job interview after 20 years, you have to interview me again. And when I present myself first to you, I am not presenting myself to you in a polo shirt. I present myself to you like a 5-star general.
Don't you remember? Don't you remember?
You see the suit I have, the black suit? With the collar, the collarless. You see it? And with the red handkerchief in the breast pocket. That is a suit of the kind worn by Jawaharlal Nehru of India, the first Indian Prime Minister. Kwame Nkrumah, the first Prime Minister of Ghana. Julius Nyerere of Tanzania. Michael Manley of Jamaica. What that? Forbes Burnham of Guyana. Great nationalist leaders. I say
at the end of the second decade of the 21st century. I am coming for my job interview. Well decked out, like a 5-star general. And when I'm finished with that, we put up that billboard and poster. I could then put on a polo shirt to go and have a river cook with you, because you say, come along, Ralph. We are selecting you for the job.
Them politically done dead already. Now it's time for the burial. I say labor platoon.
You notice how we have Camilo and Saboto next to me with a thing marked Leadership Matters, to continue the transformation. They are applying to continue as cabinet ministers, you know. You hear me? That's what they're applying as. They're not applying to go to a bolo. They are applying to go to a River Coca 14. We will go to the River Coca 14. And on election day, you will see on the day after election, you will see us when we celebrating at all kind of rivers.
Highly rate, you will be highly rate. 5-star, 5-star. Highly rate, you will be highly rate. 5-star.
Look at how they're presenting themselves to you. You think that any of you who want a job at Friday Law Office as a legal clerk, you could turn up in a t-shirt or a white or a polo shirt? And he applying for the highest job under the Governor General, Prime Minister. And he come to you as though he going down a lower bay to cool out. But you know why that is so? Because the foreigners who conducting their campaign tell them that Caribbean people, we gonna make do with anything. They hold us in contempt. I want you to look at simple things and come to your conclusions. I am a man, you see me on the road, sitting down by the side of the road, eating baleen with you on a holiday. That is fine. I'm in communion with you. But I'm applying for the job as Prime Minister again. I have to come to you on the billboards and in your homes in a particular manner.
Unconditional love. She ain't looking for no diamonds. Ain't digging for no gold. Just somebody to love. Unconditional love.
You know, I don't want to say anything about the fella who running against me. But you know, he was in Trinidad. And in order to come to St. Vincent, he had to pretend that he was a member of the crew from the Admiral, you know. He come back to St. Vincent through the shoot, you know. I ain't say he come back illegal. But you ever hear a man from Byra is a sailor man from Admiral?
Oh yes, when them trouble you. Oh, you go to sing a song for the whole of them. Try when the wicked find them.
when this campaign started, I told the leadership of the police force that I have picked up signs of desperation from the New Democratic Party. And I've heard them use language of a particular kind, where it is easy for that language to be interpreted or misinterpreted by some of their more excitable followers. And I suggested to the commissioner, as Minister of National Security, that he pay special attention to this matter in whatever way he considers as a professional that he should deal with it. Could reject my advice, he can do what he wanted. But recently, my friend Sinclair Leacock, and I call him my friend because every human being alive is my friend. The book of Luke teaches me that everyone is my neighbor. And if you're my neighbor, you're my friend. And that's why I can't have malice for anybody. All I could have in me is love. That's the way God made me. That's the way I am. Sometimes some of my own supporters would wish that sometimes I'm otherwise. I can't be like that. I am who I am. But he has been saying that he is the major. Well, he is the major in a cadet corps. He says the major. And he owns Central Kingston. And if I come there, I will see what would happen to me. Or words to that effect. Well, I don't take that as a threat. I take it as a statement made by a man who is under pressure. So I didn't make a complaint to the Christian Council. I spoke to Father Mike, who heads the Christian Council, because Leacock is a Catholic and I'm a Catholic. I said, talk to Leacock for me. Because I will be going up to Sharps. I'll be going up to Sharps tomorrow. You hear me? And Sinclair, be careful that not one single hair on my body is touched by any ignorant person who wants to follow this misguided statement which you have made. You say that you can't come to North Central because I control North Central. Leacock, come to North Central anytime you want. And if you're going South Rivers, I will ask Seveli to cook you what you want, and you stop by and Seveli go feed you. And if you want a drink, you can go by Ainsworth's shop and you can put your drink on my tab. I will welcome you with love, my brother. But we ain't voting NDP in North Central or anywhere in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. You notice how careful I am when I speak? I'm not threatening one soul with anything. I'm giving love.
But what I'm saying to the foreigners who want to subvert our country, Ralph will not allow you to do it. The Comrade will not allow you to do it. And the people of Labour and the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines will not allow you to do it. That is what I'm telling you. So beware. Now, they even hiring foreigners to do their ads or they make up news items. They just make up one with a whole set of comments and lies. And the man calling me Gonsalves. My name is not Gonsalves. They don't even know how to pronounce my name. These are the people whom they hire. Well, not who they hire. These are the people whom these passport sellers hire in order to try to kerfuffle you and want to take over St. Vincent and the Grenadines in their interest. And there are some professionals who are lining up at the trough, hoping as lawyers and as accountants that they may make a piece of change. Because the only people going to be benefiting from selling the passports are the main beneficiaries of those who selling the passports are the middlemen and middlewomen and those associated with the New Democratic Party. They will feed well at the trough, not the ordinary supporter of the NDP, you know. You hear what I'm telling you? I'm a man of great experience, great knowledge. I ain't coming to talk to you like this for so. Listen to me what I say to you. If you want to see leadership, look at what happened in the COVID. On March the 11th, you had the first case in St. Vincent. The case, a young lawyer who came from England. And since then, of the 67 cases recorded in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, only 4 are Vincentians from St. Vincent. 4 in Greg's, with somebody who came from overseas gave them. Not community transmission, local transmission. When the first case on March the 11th, and on that day also, the World Health Organization declared a global pandemic with COVID-19. And then in 2 weeks' time, the woman from Oya came. And you remember she caused a little consternation. And when Jamaica was locking down, Trinidad, Grenada, St. Lucia, everybody was locking down. I didn't lock down. We imposed restrictions. We didn't state of emergency anybody to take away anybody's fundamental rights and freedoms. I didn't criminalize a man going from Chile to go to his lands, or from Dixon, or from South Rivers, going Canary Mountain, to go and change the cattle or their goat. No. I didn't criminalize a man in Clay Valley throwing sand for the morning to catch sprat. No. We impose sensible restrictions. We employ more nurses and doctors. And we set about organizing to protect ourselves. Mitchell says, James Mitchell, that the ULP government and Ralph, that we have handled the COVID-19 matter well.
So comrade, if you ask me, you handle the pandemic well. Yes, comrade, ask anybody. You handle the pandemic well. Take a good look and you would see. You handle COVID-19 well.
They tell me I must impose state of emergency, the NDP. They tell me I must lock it down tight like a drum using draconian Chinese methods. They tell me that I must do curfew from 8 o'clock in the night till 6 in the morning like St. Lucia and Grenada. Well, I don't understand how you're going to put a curfew in the night. But what happened during the day? The virus? The virus is like Nicodemus. It only travels at night. They want to close school for the whole year. Take no exams. And Leacock, the great statistician, says, on the basis of somebody who talked to him, that he was making the most profound statement of his career. That if Ralph continued as recklessly as he was going, that by the end of May, there would be 50,000 Vincentians with COVID and over 2,000 dead.
Chatty, Mount Amasi, mix up. Why you not leave people business? I said, below people business. Good God, I tell you.
Well, I ask you this question. How can you take anything a man like that say after that? All that Leacock is interested in is to present drama. And he has this fixation in his head of comparing himself to the Comrade. Well, I am not comparing myself to anybody. I'm sure that Sinclair Leacock has certain gifts. And I ain't comparing myself like that. But what I do know is this. As a statistical fact, in this constituency, I won the last time by 82% of the vote. Leacock win his own by 55%. Leacock didn't win his seat by a higher percentage than Sabi win his. Augustus win his. Or Camilo win his. Jimmy win his. But he say he's a gargan up there. He says statistically he can't lose. Well, I invite him to look at a little history. In 1994, somebody who is far better than Leacock as a representative, Parnell Campbell. Parnell Campbell scored 61% of the vote in 1994 in the same constituency like Leacock. And by 1998, Labour took the constituency from Parnell Campbell. 4 years later. So Leacock, watch your statistics. Statistics ain't voting. It's people who voted. I just want to give him that reminder. The constituency council in central Kingston will be having a motorcade tomorrow. Well, a whistle stop. Sorry, not a motorcade, a whistle stop. And at some time during the course of that event, I will be going into central Kingston, which is part of the territory of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, of which I am Prime Minister.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone.
As the campaign goes by, I will tell you about some paid individuals from overseas. You see the writing on this or that social media site. They're writing under different name. For instance, on one of these news sites, I know one fella writing under 3 different names. That fella that's an Englishman, you know, who got citizenship here. But because of certain things the police were investigating, he had to run away. And he ain't come back for over 4 years. Early next year will be 5 years. And under the law, if you go away as a person who gets a citizenship by naturalization, read the Citizenship Act, and you stay away for 5 years, unless you write the authorities and explain why is it you're staying away, you are liable to lose your naturalization citizenship. He's fighting for that because the woman whom he leave in St. Vincent, who no longer with him, in fact they break up long ago, he want to fight the woman for the property. So he's investing a lot against Ralph. I know him. He knows that I know him. He knows what he ran away from in St. Vincent, and I know what he ran away from. You want to come back? You want to come back to see if you could take away the property from the woman? It's a big property. And you want to come back to make sure that he enjoys citizenship in St. Vincent and the Grenadines still. Let me tell you, you see in this head of mine, I got so many things in it, and I got so many secrets in it. But it's not everything you could talk. You hear what I mean? But I only give a glimpse of something. Let me tell you this. There are things which I could say, but I don't want to run any campaign based on commerce, gossip, or any kind of a diversionary thing. Because if I do that, I can't talk to you about jobs. I can't talk to you about healthcare. Right here in Georgetown. Have you ever heard the NDP address the question of city fences in Georgetown? Let me tell you a story here. Between 1947 and now, every single government, including the colonial government, and Cato government, and Joshua government, and Ralph government, did aerial survey as to how the sea is eroding Georgetown. For 17 years, Mitchell did nothing about that. Between 1947 and now, the sea has eroded the waterfront in Georgetown by almost the length of 2 cricket pitch. You hear what I'm telling you? That is why I'm spending $25 million down there to help to protect that part of Georgetown, and I got more money to spend coming up the way. You don't see it. But what you don't see, I have to see.
As a woman in Park Hill, a old lady in Park Hill tell me, he said, Comrade, when you're dealing with the COVID, I was wondering if you have it right. He said, but when I see people jumping over one another in the other islands, like animal looking for food, and how you control this thing so well. I say, Comrade, I tell everybody that you're a Sri Lanka. It's not a question I see in a wrong corner. You have to study things and analyze them. In Georgetown here, and since I'm here, I must talk about it. The largest police station built in this country to deal with the question of security. When I'm building it, the NDPC are building a hotel. I know you tell me some of the police are NDP, but you got ULP police too. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Yeah, don't worry about that. You think I don't know who is your NDP police? You think I born yesterday? But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I ain't worrying about that. We got other things to worry about. That has fantastic facilities to protect the security for everybody. Then, you remember what you had here under the NDP as a school for children with special needs. You remember the dump they had run by the old hospital? You remember that? The first thing I do is build some board one. And then I bought a building and retrofit it. I have more teachers there than I have persons with disabilities because I have to take care of them too. I did over the whole at the primary school. You see the early childhood center in the Methodist churchyard? It's Comrade built that with money from the Caribbean Development Bank, BNTF. Who fix up the playing field and make it a modern playing field? The Unity Labour Party government. Who built the smart hospital? The Unity Labour Party government. Who built the $50 million medical complex which the NDP opposed? The Unity Labour Party. And that's only some of the things. Well, I only talk about Georgetown. If I talk about the other things, we're going to stay here all night. And I want to stay all night because I want to hear Luther and Chanel and Fireman. And I want to hear Skinny too.
When you gave me one, then you gave me two. For each election, I said thanks to you. Then you gave me three, and still gave me four.
When you go past all what people say, basically, what you have to decide in your mind, you say, is the Comrade committed to us and St. Vincent and the Grenadines? And the answer you have to say yes. I have been a political activist for 52 years. There's nobody else in politics in St. Vincent who has participated as a candidate in every single election since independence. 41 years. That's why I tell you, I'm an ancient warrior. You know, you come by And Almighty God has his way of bringing certain of us to do certain things. Whatever I've been doing is not just Ralph. No. I am doing it and doing the work that God has shaped me and made sure that I had the training to do. I went through a lot of rough times, you know. Real rough times.
Face another day. Carry on life's road. Carry on my load.
And I have been tested. I've been beaten on the anvil of experience. I've been forged in the cauldron of struggle. You know, I have given my life to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And I have been blessed by the confidence that you have put in me. You twist me up, you do all kind of things with me, and you say, well, boy, I'm going to see how this one going. And when you are satisfied that I'm not fake, that I'm the genuine article, you say, I am going to help to lift up Ralph. I'm going to put him as Prime Minister. And for the last 20 years, we have worked together in communion with one another. I meet the glass empty. I meet the glass empty. And I pour water over the last 20 years and make the glass 3/4 full. All the NDP could concentrate on is the quarter which I didn't full. I am asking you to let me finish filling the glass, having done it 3/4. From the time I was small, I realized I was born with a rebel seed. I was born with a rebel seed to fight injustice and to work with people to develop St. Vincent and the Grenadines and this Caribbean. And through my training and experience and everything, I am now a wise and mature rebel, having made the transformation with the people. We have to continue and deepen and broaden that transformation in your interest. And we have work to do. And at the foundation of it all is my love for you. You know me? Friday from Beckwith can't define me. Friday Chinese advisors can't define me. Friday English, British, European advisors can't define me. Wannabe leaders inside of the NDP can't define the Comrade. And whatever they want to bring at I, my back broad. And at the foundation of our relationship is love.
Because you got the potion to bring out the love in me, and I will bring out the love in you. Let the lover in you touch the lover in you, and the rebel in me will touch the rebel in you, and the lover's sweet
to bring out the love in me.
I will never let you down.
The love in you. Let the rebel in me.
I am not perfect, but I love you with all my heart. And I will continue to work on your behalf to lift St. Vincent and the Grenadines higher. And I'm the 5-star general. And Friday is a private, not even a corporal. And I am the world boss. They say that world boss mean I like Vibes Cartel, that I kill people. What kind of rubbish is that? I'm the world boss in the politics and lifting up St. Vincent and the Grenadines higher. 185 votes at the General Assembly. We sit on the Security Council. That's world boss activity.
Will bring sweet harmony. Then it will bring out the love. Bring out the love. Bring out all the love.
The love is a never fixed mark that looks in tempests and is never shaken. Hurricane can't shake it. Tsunami can't humbug it.
It's deeper than the ocean. Our love is in need of sweet devotion.
For peace and prosperity, the Unity Labour Party.
Because you got
For the education revolution, the housing revolution, the health and wellness revolution.
Touch the lover and the rebel in me.
The builder of Argyle International Airport.
And the lovers we be will bring sweet heart.
Kanawanjat Airport. The Rabaka Bridge. The ICT revolution in St. Vincent. Good night, comrades and friends. I recommit myself to you. My love for you is deeper than the ocean.
Is in need of sweet devotion. Come on, because you got the notion. Bring out the love in me, and I will bring out the love in you. Let the rebel in me touch the rebel.
A rebel in order to make things better. Don't be a mimic man like Friday, or Eustace, or Leacock, or Cummins, or Kebaka. Good night, and may Almighty God continue to bless us all. Thank you very much. Raise it up, Mr. DJ. The rebel leader.
The rebel in me.
Comrade.
Can touch the rebel in you. And the rebel in you can touch the rebel in
Comrade.
And the rebels we be is gonna set us free. Then it will bring out the rebel, bring out the rebel, bring out the rebel in me.
Labor love.
If the lover in you can touch the lover in me, and the lover in me can touch the lover in you, and the lovers we be will bring then it will bring out the love, bring out the love, bring out all the love.
North Central Windward! What a night it has been. We have heard from our political leader, the Comrade, the 5-star general, the man they can't beat. They could come high, they could come low. It's 5 in a row. 5 straight. Are you ready? Are you ready? You're red and you're ready. November 5th. November 5th. We go into the polls and we voting with vengeance. We want a bigger victory than in 2001 when we first came to power on March 28th. Comrades, we're depending on you. We are depending on each and every one of you to go out and vote on that day. Tonight was a good night. You had good speeches, but that day is what matters most. Cool down. The speeches are over, except, of course, the Prime Minister has given thanks to his constituency council for organizing this event. And I must say they have done an excellent job. Give them a round of applause. And I want to call on the PRO of the youth arm, Ulrika McKenzie, to give us a vote of thanks. But don't go away, because after the vote of thanks, we have enough action. We have a lost child? Mackenzie? All right, Shireen Wilkinson, the president of the Women's Arm, she is going to do the vote of thanks. Give her a warm welcome and really a great event tonight so far. Put your hands together for her.
Comrades of Labour, good evening. Labour! It's so wonderful to see this great crowd in front of me this evening. I love to see great crowds, but I also like to count votes. So let the crowd translate into votes. Don't come out to all the shows and all the events and then stay at home on election day. Make sure you go out and vote. Because remember, we want to win bigger this time than we did in 2001. So let's go out and vote, everybody. Now, my duty here is to give thanks. So let me say a special good evening to the members of the persons who are sitting up here this evening. And I want to give special thanks to the CDC for this stage. Thanks also to the National Lotteries Authority for the tents and the chairs. To fanfare events, we say a special thank you for the decoration. The place looks lovely this evening, right? So let's put our hands together for fanfare events. A special thanks to all the ministers who are present here with us this evening and to their constituency representatives. Thank you for coming. Thanks also to Vinlek and Corez, to Dynamic Guys for this song and lighting, to all the DJs who would have played this evening, New Flavor Songs for the song on the truck, for the entertainers who will be performing afterwards. Let me hear you say yeah for the entertainers. We also want to say thanks to the Commissioner of Police. And special thanks to the Constituency Council for North Central Windward, the Youth Arm, and the Women's Arm for making this event a success. And of course, this event could not have been possible without your presence. So thank you so much for coming and for being with us this evening. Give yourself a big yay! Thank you, everybody.
Let's hear it for once again. A great event organized. Well, we had the speeches, and they were good speeches. They were great speeches, actually. But I have said at the beginning, and I say it again, the popular artists in this country have come out like never before in support of this Unity Labour Party. We have had good songs over the years, but I must say, I think this is one of the best years of Labour songs. You agree with me? And at this time, there is a trio that have been doing it time and time again. They have been bringing the fire. You have a crowd motivator. You have a monarch. Labour family, let me hear you shout for Chanel, Luther, and fire!
Yeah. Let it go. Let it go.
Put up your red rag.
Labour Army.
Lift the switch higher.
Let me see the red rats up in the air right now. Hey, so let me see the Red Army. Hey, come shout for your party. Yes, we keeping them there. Progress is a must. Let me hear you. And if you're voting Comrade, up. Yes, he's the fighter general. Up. And if you're voting Booster, up. Centrally we're lifting him higher. Up. Let me hear you. We bad and we pray. ULP we say. No matter compare. I want to hear you. ULP sing here. Hey, Comrade, I love you, but hey, so let me brag on the Comrade. Hey, come little Gonsalves. The man he deal with it brutal. Five-star hotel in the land. We have no time for no comments when business bright as day. We lifting SVG higher. ULP we say. Hey, we bad and we pray. Hey, we say. No one to compare. Why? ULP staying here. Where he said George. Hey, and if you're voting Camilo, up. It's St. George is the way to go. Up. And if you're voting anybody for Caesar, let me see you shouting for Costas. Hey. So let me see the new voters. Put your X by the star. We don't deal with detractors. ULP send them out. Access to education. Zero hunger policy. 5 in a row that we shouted. We lifting up. Let me hear you sing the part. We bad and we ULP we say. ULP we say. What? ULP sing. Let me see the red rocks in the air. Up in the air. And if you're voting me, up. We shouting for Comrade. Up. Jimmy in the valley. Up. Come shout for your party. Up. We bad and we brave. Yes, we brave. Yes, we brave. No other compare. I want everybody to jump right now. Show me energy. 1, 2. Up. Ready? Ready? Important dominate. Up. We shouting up for Carlos Williams. Up. Yo. And if you're voting up. We lifting ULP higher. Up. Hey. Make some noise for ULP. 5 in a row. Then we lifting higher. Real nice. I love the energy. I want to bring on stage right now the man who told Comrade to ring the bell. Make some noise for Luther.
All you ready? All you ready? Run it. I want to see every rap. Say, I have a song to send the ND. Everybody, tell them labor all the way. Hold on. Let me ask you something. I want to ask you something. All the people who believe that ULP is winning bigger than the last time, let's go. Let's go. Where the rats? Say, I have a song to send the ND. Start to jump. Tell them labor all the way blood, labor all the way soul. Talk if you want, I don't care everybody. Say, ring the bell, let me send them. What is that? Let me ask you something else. I hear they say they bring fresh blood up in North Windward. Anybody think anybody can come and beat Comrade? Where all the Comrade supporters? Let's go. Let's go. When you rats, say, I have a song to send the ending. Say, tell them labor all the way blood, labor all the way soul. Talk if you want, everybody jump, everybody jump. Ring the bell, let me send them home. Say, Comrade, ring the bell, let me send them home. Oh, ring the bell, let me send them home. I want you jump, I want everybody jump if you support the labor. Let me jump and say 5 in a row. Whoa! Hold on, man. Hold on. Now, last night, I'm living at Dorsetshire Hill. And they had a meeting down at Sion Hill, the NDP. And I see a set of people. And I say, yes, they have a good crowd. What is going on here? But if I take that crowd last night, it is 10% of all the people that is here tonight. Let's go! Yo. Let's go! Where the rocks? Where the flags? I have a song to send the ending. Everybody jump. Tell them labor all the way. Labor all the way. Talking, start to jump. Say, ring the bell, let me send them home. They come around, ring the bell, let me send them home. Oh, say, ring the bell, let me send them home. I want all you jump up higher. Now do you jump and say 5 in a row. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. They want to how people have Comrade, so 5 in a row. 5 in a row. I want you to sing with me. I want you to sing with me. All you sing. Oh, breaking news. Sing. Breaking news. Say. Section say the NDP they going to refuse. Oh, breaking news. What you say? Breaking news. Yeah, this. Say God when Friday can I step in Comrade shoes. Hey! Ring the bell, let me send them home. Say Comrade, ring the bell, let me send them home. Oh, ring the bell, let me send them home. Well, it's not to jump. Let me jump and say 5 in a row. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. They want to know how people have Comrade, so 5 in a row. Loop it. 5 in a row. Loop it. Now, Labour people, the last time we won 8 seats. I want you, play low. I am not going to tell you. I want everybody to put your rag and your flag in your pocket right now. Just put them away. I want your 2 hands free. I want your 2 hands free. Biggest big up yourself, Storm.
Pick up yourself. Watch me. I want all you to show the comrade how much seeds all you're going to give him this time. Let me see you. Let me see you. I see 10. I see 8. I see 9. All you can put up more than 10. I see somebody put up their foot too. So that is 15. No, but I see they put up the big toe alone. So that is 11. What we giving them 11? We giving them 12. How much seats we giving the comrade? I want everybody put your 2 hands in the air. Run it, run it. Put your 2 hands in the air. Push them up right, sir. I have a son to send the NDP. Tell them, labor holy we go. Labor holy we soul. So everybody jump, everybody jump. Ring the bell, let we send them home. Ring the bell, let we send them home. Oh, ring the bell, charge up, countryside. I want you to jump higher. I want you to jump. 1, 2, 3, 5 in a row. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. Yeah. They want to how people have progress. 5 in a row. 5 in a row. I want you to loop it. Loop it. Loop it. Comrade, I have something special for you. I have something special for you. Simon. Hold on, I'm coming. Are you ready? I want everybody to salute. Come on, stand up. Everybody salute. Everybody salute. Salute the 5-star general. Do so. Left, right. Let's go. Left, DJ, let me go. DJ, let me go. DJ, pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. 5-star. Everybody salute the 5-star general right now. Come right here, come in front here with me. I want everybody to salute the 5-star general. When we play this song, when the song starts, I want you to do so. Left, right. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. DJ ready? Everybody salute! Salute! Let's go! Critically done already. Start to move! Start to move! General! I say labor platoon. We ain't no phone. NDP coming like Disney cartoon. Just salute the 5-star general. Oh, Comrade, you see. Start to jump and the yellow to white. Like the party light. As we say labor heads like they walk fight. So salute the 5-star general. Everybody, how are you call out his name? His name. Start to jump on them. Oh! Everybody salute. Start to mark time. Go so. Politically done dead already. Now it's time for the biggest of the crew. I say labor platoon. We ain't no phone. NDP coming like Disney cartoon. How are you salute the 5-star general? Say Comrade is the 5-star general. What? Change from yellow to white. Like the party light. As we say labor heads like they walk fight. So salute the 5-star general. I want everybody shout. Listen to me. What? How are you call out his name? His name. Everybody start to jump. One, jump up and up for Comrade. Jump on and up for Comrade. Wave up your up for Comrade. Show me your hand for Comrade. I said jump up and up for Comrade. Jump on and up for Comrade. When you rock, baby red rock them. Higher. Hey, higher. Hold on. You seeing all this madness? I want to bring a musical brother of mine. He come from the Leeward side and he moved to the Windward side. Right here in Georgetown. Somebody Everybody say fire.
5 in a row. That's what the whole of St. Vincent don't know.
This is brand new. Brand new.
This brand new.
Brand new.
I'm in Labor X.
I make them vex.
I'm in Labor X.
I make them vex. I'm in Labor X.
I make them vex.
Everybody, put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. You see when we win elections? When we win the elections? When we I'm in Labor X. I make them vex. I'm in Labor. Sing. 1, 2, 3. I'm in Labor X.
I make them vex.
Where's it?
I'm in Labor X.
Hold on.
I make them vex.
Where's it?
I'm in Labor X.
Yeah.
I'm in Labor X.
Where's it?
I make them vex.
Hold on. See like that? Hold up. Hold on. This one just released this morning. So you know, everybody have to vote for Labour. Where the PM? PM, come here. Come. PM.
Full of energy.
You know, me and you are friends for years. And they want to know what we were saying in the couch and in the truck. But this time, we're going to win the election, not on a Friday.
No, on a Thursday.
So, PM, ring a bell again, because some of them not here. Ring a bell again for me, please.
We make them vex.
Yes, when we mark the X. So I'm in Labor X, I make them vex. Come in about 1, 2, everybody jump up in the air. I'm in Labor X.
Yes, sir.
How we go? How we go? Hey,
Labor people. I want to sing. Sing with me. 1, 2, 3. I'm in Labor X. I make them vex. I'm in Labor X. I make them vex.
Where's it?
I'm in Labor X.
Where's it?
I make them vex.
Where's it?
I'm in Labor X.
Where's it?
I make them vex.
Oh God.
I'm in Labor X.
Oh gosh.
I make them vex.
Where's it? Ring the bell.
I want to sing. Everybody sing. I'm in Labor X. I'm gonna make them vex. I'm in Labor X. I'm gonna make them vex. I'm in Labor X.
Hold on, selector. Comrade, stay right here. Comrade, you asked me to do a song for this election.
I'm in Labor X. I make them vex.
Hey, I did Labor X. Oh God, I make them vex. Oh yes, I did Labor X. Oh yes, I make them vex. Hold on, I did Labor X.
I make them vex. I'm in Labor X. I make them vex.
Don't stop. I make them vex. Everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You bad, sir?
I want to
loop it.
Put your Labour flags in the air.
Fireman, you know something? NDP out control. They lose their soul. They telling lies. They want to make we cry. All the Labour people inside the jam. Let me see your red rag inside your hand. Oh yes, I the Labour X. I make them vex. Oh yes, I the Labour X. Over. I make them vex.
I'm in Labor X.
Luther. Hold on, Labour people. Wait. Luther.
Yeah, give me here.
You know, I did this one for Carlos. And you know, we've been working with the Comrade for 20 years. 20 years going in, we work with the Comrade. So here we go. Everybody clap. Sing. I'm in Labor X.
Oh God.
I make them vex. I'm in Labor X. I make them vex.
I'm in Labor X.
I make them vex.
I'm in Labor X.
Can I get a piece? They have no skill. They have to take a pill. Right, here it is. NDP have no skill. They have to take a pill. They want to put toll booth up Zion Hill. All your quiet now, man.
1, 2, come again. 1, 2, 3. I'm in Labor X.
Over.
I make them vex.
Where's it?
I'm in Labor X.
Hold on. I'm in Labor, me here one morning because me play my Labor song. He said, when you play Labor song for me, say, I'm in Labor X. I'll make you vex. Come in, no bandsman. Everybody clap. I'm in Labor X.
I make them vex.
I'm in Labor
Hold on. I have another Labour song. And you see this Labour song? This Labour song, ULP going to win this election?
Not on a Friday. ULP going to win this election, but not on a Friday.
Let me dancers, here we go. Oh, dancers! Comrade, 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 comrade. Election day, when I'm on the X, I know some of my friends, some of them go best, when I put the X. I know NDP. From the time they hear my song, oh my Lord, I don't need ULP, they coming in, strong, 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 strong. Victory people. Luther, you think we should go? Hold on. Come here. Comrade, we have to bring the comrade. Comrade, it's the Labour X. It's the Labour X that make them vex.
Yeah.
Right. So here we're going on. ULP going to win this election, but not on a Friday. So we're going to take a jump up. We're going to take a jump up. This is your jump up because me and Luther are doing your work for all the years.
Yes.
And I tell you, relax. And we're going to win this election. So
we're going to do one more jump up with the Comrade.
Right, one more jump
with
up
the Labour X.
With the Labour X.
Get them vex.
Right. So select. Come down. Go
loop it. Select a loop it.
Loop it somewhere. I'm in Labour X.
Oh yes.
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 I'm in Labour X. I'm in Labour X. I'm in Labour X.
Play low. Give me a piece. Hear this. Licks in the skin. Chop them with pin. But they want to swim with dolphin. But the Comrade go beat them bad. Every position, just show me your rag. I say, I the Labour X.
I'm in Labour X.
Hold on, I the Labour X.
I'm in Labour X.
Oh yes, I the Labour X.
I'm in Labour X.
Oh yes, I the Labour X. Hey.
I'm in Labour X. I'm in Labour X.
Hold on. Come here, we me and Luther done. Come here. No.
Comrade never weary.
No, Comrade never weary.
Comrade never tired.
Listen to me, Comrade. Comrade, we working for you. We just leave Beckwith. Last night I was at Sabuto seat.
Yeah.
The night before that night I was at Chapman's. Last night I was at Sherman shop. We're going to Leeward tomorrow. We're going to Jimmy Prince tomorrow.
And
so I say I will do your work. Luther say he will do your work. Channel.
We're going to do your work.
So at the Labour X.
I make them vex.
No, I want you to say.
I make them vex. Labour X. I make them vex. At the Labour X. Oh yes. Sing what he come sing. Oh yes, sing. Oh yes. Hear this. Put on your red. Hot up their head. We got NDP. Party dead. We gonna beat them bad. We gonna beat them hard. If you come from the country, show me around. Oh yeah, I the Labour X.
I make them vex.
Oh yes,
I the Labour X. I make them vex.
Oh yes, I the Labour. Oh gosh.
I make them vex.
Oh yes, I the
Labour X. I make them vex.
Mad. What the dancers? Hey.
Comrade.
Hey.
Comrade. Oh yes.
We have a dance for you.
Hold on.
Any dancers come forward. Come forward. We gonna show them the dance.
Luther, hey what?
Come here, the Lord dance. Watch this dance.
Sit down and relax. Luther, hey what? Hold on a while. Night before when I write in this song, I had you in mind. When I write in this song, I had him in mind. All I was saying, you remember to do Comrade. Right. So when my neighbor tell me that, I'm in Labour X.
I make them vex. Let me show them the dance. Let's go. I'm in Labour X. Oh yeah.
I make them vex.
Oh God. I'm in
Labour X.
Oh yeah. Do the dance.
Labour X.
Oh God.
I make them vex. I'm in Labour X.
Oh yes.
I make them vex. See like that? Line up back the tune for me. You ready again?
Mad. going to win this election, but not on a Friday.
Don't be blood! Hey, people of Comrade! Everybody say Comrade! 1, 2, 3!
Coming up, man!
Comrade! Support! Colonel! Election day, when I'm at me ex, I know some me friends, some of them go vex. When I put me ex next to the star, I don't have the pin.
Where's the
From the time they hear my song, oh my Lord, I know the ULP never be Listen people, how are you answer? Say labor. Oh my God.
We had to go now.
No.
We had to go now.
We have to go now. Coming up, husband.
Can we go now? You are going to win this election,
Comrade,
but not on a Friday.
Let me take a dance. Let me dance.
Coming up, man.
Election day, when I'm at me ex, I know some of my friends, some of them go vex. When I put me ex next to the star, I know NDP, they will start the war. From the time they hear my song, oh my Lord, I know the ULP coming in, strong. Visit people, how are your answer?
Pull up. Comrade, I wonder if they can remember something. Fireman?
Yes, please.
I want to see if they remember something. DJ, come in. Somebody show me a red rock. No, somebody show me. Hey. Only remember it. Let's go. Pull up. Watch me. I'm going to show you how to do the dance. So when the Comrade dance, I want everybody to dance. Watch. Put your right foot behind your left foot. Right so. Put your right foot behind your left foot and put your two hands like this. When you start to move, you just swing your body like this. Watch. I'm doing it right? I kind of all right. Let me come and show you. Show them. No music. Hold on. 1, 2. Hey, play the music.
Make some noise.
Let's go. Somebody show me a red rock. No, somebody show me a red flag. Show some labor love for the every labor man and every labor woman. Say, I'm a doping conqueror. And they go say now, conqueror. So they show me a red, let me hot up the head now. Let me see who vote in labor. Everybody show up 5 finger. If you know Ralph is the best man, wave your red rock for the red man. Friday, him not ready yet. Just like he never ever ready get. If you think NDP done bad, everybody dance let it come round. Come round. Everybody wave. Whoa!
Comrade,
we go home now.
We love you. Comrade,
we go home now.
You want we go home now? All you want we go home now? Comrade, no, Comrade have to take a rest, you know, because
we be walking all day. We walking back
with
this
morning. We whole day, and we just come here.
And then look at that whistle stop.
And we have to stop.
And they stop by me gate, and I had us to come out and sing for half an hour. So we walking all day. We walking to anybody from Maria Qua inside here. We go in Maria Qua tomorrow, and then down by Carla Shades.
The Greg's van is ready to go.
No, when we end,
nobody going.
Anytime we are stage, do not announce anything for anybody.
Well, you want people to be stuck in Georgia?
Yes. No, let me make it clear. Once we're there by the Comrade community,
nobody leaving.
We're not leaving. So come in now, bandsmen. Play something. Come in now, bandsmen.
Let's go. Somebody show me a red rock.
No, somebody show me a red flag. Show some labor love for the Comrade. Every labor man and every labor woman say, I'm at the place of us. Conqueror. Conqueror. So just show me a red, let me hot up the head now. Let me see you voting labor. Everybody show 5 finger. If you know Ralph is the best man, wave your red rock for the red man. Try this, him not ready yet. Just like me, never ever ready yet. If you think NDP done bad, everybody dance like the Comrade. Hey, Comrade, Comrade, Comrade. Everybody wave up your red rag. Ready, ready, how many red rag? How many red rag? My name is Luther, the crowd motivator.
Luther, I'm going to turn it up again, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to turn it up. Come in up, bandmates.
again.
Come in, yes, within the Comrade constituency. Come in, bandmates, play the music. ULP going to win this election.
But not on a Friday.
Let me take a wave. Let me take a wave for the Comrade. Everybody say,
go.
Comrade,
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 Comrade, Comrade,
Comrade,
Comrade, Comrade.
Hey,
election day, when I'm on the X, I know some of my friends, some of them go vex. When I put me X next to the star, I know MDB, they will start a war. From the time they hear my song, oh my Lord, Lord, I know the ULP, they coming in, coming in, coming in, strong, 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 strong. Busy people, how are you answer? I say labor, recession people, how are you answer? You will be better. Look how we right here.
Say voting for labor.
I'm in labor X. I'm in labor X. I'm in labor X. I'm in labor X.
wait us. Next week, Saturday, where's the stop in South Windward? Where's the stop in Bayabo? I want everybody who is here tonight, I want to see you in Bayabo next week, Saturday. If you're going to be there, put your hands in the air. Put your hands in the air.
I'm in labor X.
I'm at Nevex.
I'm in labor X.
I got my vex.
Oh, yes.
I'm in labor X. We love you.
We love you.
Love you.
Thank you, Georgetown.
We love you. Remember, go out and vote. Go out from Bayabo to Diamond next week, Saturday.
Bayabo to Diamond, yeah? I'm in labor X. I'm in labor X. I'm in labor X. I can't hear. I'm in labor X. I'm in labor X.
So next week, Saturday, from Bayabo, from Diamond to Bayabo, Gonsalves. Oh God, I met them.
I'm in labor X.
I met them. We gone. We gone. We gone. We gone. Yo.
Comrade!
We love you, Luther Channel.
Labor people!
How are you answer?
And say labor! We don't just say labor though. We just say labor! Let me hear it one more time. Labor! Watch your night. Watch your night. And the crowd has not lessened. I looking up there and it's still tick. I looking down there and it's still tick. And in front of me, watch a crowd of labor people. Watch a crowd of people. Comrades, DJ.
Hold on. Hans, we don't announce things like that. Hans, have a seat. Not too close to the Comrade because he belongs to us. Everybody give yourself a round of applause. No, man. You see right about now? Now a labor time. So I'm going to bring on one of my best friends. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you hear this song, welcome on stage, Skinny Fabulous!
Yo, yo! That one your brand new fireman! Thank you for that intro! Everybody put your 2 hands in on. Tell them say we ready! Yo! And we ready! It's 5 in the thing! Tell them
Hold on now. Skinny, me have to leave you here, you know. You don't want... I can't keep with you. Hey,
you see, it's only one platform you see me and my brother together. Because this platform means unity. If you're supporting Labour Party, put your 5 fingers in the air. Let's go. That one on him rolling with Labour. And when I say rolling, show me 10 fingers. Everybody start to jump. Jump. Tell them say we ready. And we ready. It's 5 in the till. Tell them we running with Labour. Look, some of you, this is all your first election. Some of you, this is the first time you're voting red in your life. If you have been voting red since the day you're born, put your hands in the air. Listen. 1 hand, 5 finger. 2 hand, 10. Give me. Everybody put your 2 hands in the air right now. Ready? We ready. Tell them say we ready. And we how much? It's 5 in the tail. Tell them we running with Labour. It's Labour. We running with Labour. It's Labour. I running with Labour. It's Labour. Listen, you're not fair. Skip as a Labour man. I running with Labour. I voting for Labour. You're not fair. Skip as a Labour man. Low. I voting for Labour. They know we're red. They know we're proud. And you can see me standing high up in the crowd. If you know you're proud to be from Labour Party, put your 2 hands in the air. Listen, look. All the fans of Fireman Hooper put hands up. Chanel Mackenzie hands up. Luther the Crown Motivator hands up. But we are here to support not only just the representatives, but we are here to lend support. And I say this without water in my mouth. To the best leader in the Caribbean, the best leader in the whole world. We're doing this one for the world boss. Everybody jump. Ready? We ready. We ready. Tell them say we ready. And we ready. It's 5 in the tail. Tell them I running with Labour. It's Labour. We running with Labour. It's Labour. I running with Labour. It's Labour. You're not fair. Skip as a Labour man. Living Labour. I voting for Labour. You're not fair. Skip as a Labour man. I running with Labour. I voting for Labour. Boom. They know I'm red. They know I'm proud. And you can see me jumping high up in the crowd. So tell a friend and shout it loud. I support everybody start to jump. We are vote. Tell them Labour. I running with Labour. It's Labour. I can't leave now. No. Linda, now we go up. Because some of you is fake fans. It has some traitors in here who just take a red jersey. But I'm really red. Lyndon, give me something there. All the fans of Labour. Watch me. Let me see you put your hands in the air right now and push them up and up and up. Look, all the fans of Labour.
Don't show me one hand. Show me two hands in the air right now. Everybody start to jump.
Up and up and up, up and up, up and up. When you see we hands on up and up, up and up, up and up. Everybody hands on up and up, up and up, up and up. When you see we hands on up and up.
I'm doing one more before I leave. I want all you to know that when you see the other side throwing words and being dark, don't join the darkness to me, please. We're not beating them with evil and venomous. We're beating them with love and progress. So if you represent love and progress, and you know this is one unity labor family, put your hands in here. Everybody start to jump, jump. Boom, dance, king,
because when we roll, we don't roll alone. So anywhere that we go, I'm moving everywhere with me.
Pull up. The other whistle stop inside here. It's still going on. Listen. To me, I'm just going to say something before I do this last song and leave, right? I am not here because somebody called me specifically and said to come. As a matter of fact, the Prime Minister didn't even know I was going to be here. I am here. I came back in the country, I do my quarantine. I followed the protocols. But I realized, other than all the elections, this is the most important election of your lifetime right now. This is not the time to sit down and say, yeah, we have it. This is not the time to sit down and be complacent. This is the time to join forces and show them the red blood that you have. If you're representing the Unity Labour Party, tell them we're rolling with Labour. No. Two hands, 5 fingers. Ready? Everybody, ready. 2 hands, 5 fingers. Tell them say we ready, and we ready. It's 5 in the tail. Tell them I run with labor. We run with labor.
Skinny fabulous. Skinny. Listen. The people saying skinny, 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 skinny.
Ready. Tell them say we ready, and we ready. It's 5 in the tail. Tell them I run with labor.
Hold up. All right. So officially, although this might be the last one I'm sharing, but if I had to do another one, I know how they like when I say labor, but I want to change it, and I want to say labor.
Tell them I run with labor. It's labor. We run with labor. It's labor. I run with labor. It's labor.
Get off here. If I's a labor man, don't ask me. Get off here. Ask if I's a labor man. I run with labor. Boom. You know I'm ready. You know I'm proud. And you can see me jumping high up in the crowd. Look, tell a friend, shout it loud. I supporting Comrade. Labour we are vote. Tell them I run with labor.
It's labor. We run with labor. It's labor. I run with labor. It's labor.
Then I feel ask if I's a labor man.
I run with labor. I fought it for labor.
Then I feel ask if I's a labor man.
I wanna be labor.
Look.
I voted for labor.
Push your head out my window. Show me them 5 finger. On the 5th of November. Show me them 5. Comrade is the best leader. Show me them 5 finger. I want all to remember. Show me them 5 fingers. 1. Hands in the air like so. Hands in the air like so. Hands in the air like so. All right then. 1. Jump up with it. 2. Jump up with it. 1, 2. Everybody jump. Tell them.
We're on the labor. It's the labor. We're on the labor. It's the labor.
Ladies and gentlemen, the real 5-star general. Somebody say, I want.
Labor. I love it. One more time. Labor. My. What your night? I love you. You love labor. Labor loves you. I love you. We all love you. The vans are ready. You gotta go. It look like you're not ready to go yet. But the vans for Leeward, the vans for all over, they are ready to go. What a fantastic night it has been. Comrades, you had a good night? One more time. Labor.
Tell them.
Okay, DJ. The Prime Minister is about to make his exit. So we're going to just let the Prime Minister get to his vehicle. But after the Prime Minister and his detail takes off, those of you in this community, you can stay and enjoy the music. Those of you who know you have to catch a van, I'm announcing all the Leeward vans, all the vans traveling out